I like the effort. We like the effort. It's you know, we're feeding them water with a fire hose right now, but they're anxious. You know, the kids are anxious, and they're feeling some pressure that we're putting on them. Little things, you know, accountability, lining up, and just seeing who can handle the heat. And so far, so good. I mean, it's encouraging because the kids will come in and meet and ask good questions and take notes. So that's good.
When you look at the defensive tackle situation with the three guys being out,
right?
What kind of opportunity is that for Rouse and Watson really to get those reps and
it's an opportunity that is probably better than any spot on the team because it's all hands on deck, and you know, we're doing some things that, you know, to help them out too. You know, so you know they're not out there the whole time. You know, some rotation stuff, but you know the only way you get better is to practice. You know, you can't get better on the sideline where I'm standing. You know, you got to be out there and you got to practice.
From a schematic point of view, you feel like the guys are picking it up?
I do.
Pretty well, what you guys want to get done?
Right. Yeah, they're picking it up. You know, it's the defense is, it's not too difficult. One, because I have to learn it. You know, I have to learn it. You know, so I got to keep it good so I can, you know, make the right call at the right time. But no, these are smart kids. I mean, they're at Purdue for a reason, and that helps.
The guys have sort of said that it's, I don't know if easy is the right word, easier, or that the concepts are you know, they're able to pick them up pretty quick. I mean, that has to be good to hear, and that's sort of what you're going for.
Well,
right?
it's the difficulty of the defense probably equates to my GPA in college, so it's not that high. No, but it's you know, you do things to help them. You know, word association. You know, if you're doing something with the Sam linebacker, you might want to start it with an S. So stuff like that.
So what was that GPA in college?
4. Very coachable. Well, I mean, they're you know, they want to win. I mean, there's a lot of responsibility to play in this league. It's a tough league. It's a lot of responsibility to play football at Purdue and to play in the Big Ten. So, you know, they're anxious to be successful.
A lot of your stuff you're doing out there involves getting everybody the ball,
right?
Which seems pretty obvious, but you know, sort of when the play's over, even having everybody go touch the ball carrier, just as that
right.
Sort of trying to ingrain some good habits in guys.
I mean, you know, the conditioning supersedes everything in this defense. And, you know, we're going to have 11 men running to the ball, you know, fanatical, and that's where the turnovers happen. You know, it's the second and third guy that usually get that ball.
I guess you kind of hold a special place for the linebackers considering their history. What do you think about that group right now for you guys?
It's a solid group. You know, we got a lot of numbers, and we're rotating everybody. I mean, again, even though the D line's low on numbers and the linebackers not, we're rolling them all in there, and they're doing a good job. And we're doing some things where we can get 4 of them on the field at a time, so that helps.
Armstead Williams seems like he's been the 4th guy when you guys are showing
right.
a 3-man front.
Yeah,
he's a young guy who hasn't. You know,
he's got some football savvy to him. He's picking things up fast. He's a hustler, and he wants to get on the field, and that's, you know, the opportunity's there.
Would you have guessed that Sean Robinson has started the game at quarterback here?
Not at Purdue, I would not have guessed that. But I haven't seen him throw, so he can probably throw it pretty good. But
what do you think about his development as a linebacker? I mean, it's only been
well, you know, the 3 years in the, you know, back in the 70s, you know, a lot of schools, they were recruiting quarterbacks. You know, the quarterback's the best athlete on the high school team usually. A lot of great linebackers are former quarterbacks. I wasn't a quarterback. So, you know.
Have you zeroed in on any other positions on your defense and kind of what your take so far?
No, you know, I've really sort of just played, you know, the sort of sit-back role a little bit, and I've worried more about things that don't have to do with talent. You know, lining up right, you know, wearing the issued gear the right way you're supposed to, little things like that, just to see, you know, how the guys are buying into the system and the Coach Hazel's plan.
What's the biggest area of improvement going into next week?
Well, you know, we're probably going to, you know, they threw a couple deep balls on us today. We need to get challenged more downfield. The one good thing that we're seeing is this offense is very multiple. There's a lot of motions and shifts, and so we're stressed cerebrally before the snap. So that's the thing. Now we want to see less mistakes when we got to move, you know, a gap over and move the front over, and just picking that stuff up.
How does the walk around